Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Can anybody hear me? Oh my goodness, what the hell is that?
Mate.
What the hell is that? 1,000 bits to tell me I'm late? What sort of community is this? What have we fostered? Jesus, Lockie, thanks, man. Thanks for the 1,000 bits, dude. What the heck? What are you doing? How are we feeling? Thank you very much, man. That's ridiculously generous. Thanks, dude. Hello, hello. If you haven't noticed already, it is a big day full of big things. A quite a large, girthy decision is in your hands right now. You can change the course of history. Literally, you. Every last one of you. You have a part in this.
Haven't
BTS?
caught a stream in a bit, but I'm glad to be back.
Hey, thanks a lot, my better username. Good to see you, dude. 30 months is kind of ridiculous. Jesus. Appreciate you, fella. That's insane. Thank you very much, dude. And thanks, Bluebat. Thanks for the 10 bits. Good to see you, everybody. Little bit of a yap here. A little bit of a decision that we have to make. The 2024 Eyezayar stream is having its next election. The second of the year. If you just punch in !vote, you'll get a link, or you can click one of the links from somebody else, and you will be directed.
Hello, I'm in and stream. I am indeed alive, love you all, and good to be here.
Hell yeah. Thanks for the 200 bits there, Simon. Thanks, man. Good to see you. Lovely to hear you're alive and well. Appreciate you, fella. Yeah, you'll be directed to the polls, and I mean, they're the best kind of polls. They're the polls where you get to decide which game will be played on stream next. It's looking like there's going to be a pretty clear winner. Who would have thought? But, yeah, I'm just, I mean, we finished Lego Batman 200%. I didn't want to do another 100% in a row, so I thought just, the list is pretty good. You might be surprised that I added Arkham Blackgate to the list, but I really just wanted to see... I don't know, I wanted to see if Arkham Blackgate could be the little game that could, and maybe you call that foolish, but I also was just kind of curious to see how little votes it would get. Is that cruel? Is that cruelty? Am I setting the game up for cruelty? Surprised you went with Lego City because you played it before. Yeah, I definitely won't be doing 100% for Lego City Undercover. I have played it before, and it's quite a monstrous Lego game in terms of its size. But I just feel like, I I don't know, it's a good one. I feel like it'd be a good one to play on stream. I played it quite a few years ago now, and while I do remember certain things, I don't know, it's kind of like, I feel like it's got a bit of replayability. I don't remember every little thing that I did, and I don't know, I feel like it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun on stream. I mean, if we start playing it and it's absolute garbage, then, like, for a stream game, then we'll just pivot. Like, these polls don't have to be 100% locked in, but I think it'll be good. I think it'll be fun. The reason I didn't put in Lego Marvel was because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. I'm not sure if I want that to be a stream game or not.
Said no Lego Marvel superheroes.
I will likely play Lego Marvel on stream at some point. Maybe it'll be in the next poll, but the only thing is I hope Lego City Undercover doesn't take us like 3 months, because it's definitely one of the biggest Lego games, right? I won't be 100%ing it because that will definitely take 3 months, but thanks for the 100 there, Connor. Yeah, I did see some disappointment, no Marvel superheroes. I'm just not sure. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not sure if I'll ever really... It might be just good to do that on stream, because I'm not really sure if I'll ever get around to it otherwise. Lego City could take a year, depending how long streams go. Yeah, might have to see how that goes. I mean, we always have, like, when we're not doing 100% streams, we always have, like, an alternating stream game as well, so it's gonna take a considerable amount of time. Lego Batman 2 for the DS is the same as what we just did, pretty much. Not completely, but it's pretty much come on, dude, it's like a fucking Rubik's Cube with, like, 1 extra square. Like, it's basically the same thing, except it's got 1 less square. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's basically what we just did, but worse. Am I wrong? People keep telling me I'm wrong. Man, I made the mistake of reading some VOD channel comments a little while ago. I was getting cooked. And it's because I said that it's the same thing. It's the same thing! Hang on, I'm gonna look at, like, Lego Batman 2... DS, and I'm just gonna go like I don't know. I'll go through like a playthrough, full game. Let me go to like the middle. Let's have a look here. Just having a quick look. Just, I know this doesn't really mean anything, but he's in the Bat Cave. He's just kind of walking around collecting bricks. Hang on. Let's have a little geese here. Oh yeah, okay, we've got Bruce and Clark in the LexCorp building, and it literally looks the same, just low poly. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I'm missing something. Who could say, man? I don't know. It seems that this Lego Batman 2 DS is divisive enough to cause, like, riots in the street or something. Is it another Blitzwinger video? No, it's a long playthroughs video, bro. Come on, get with the times. What are we doing here? No vehicle missions in Lego Batman 2 on the DS. Okay, well, that's a plus. We just did Lego Batman 2. I'm not going to do it on another platform just for the sake of it. And let us not forget, the Lego Batman 2 DS streams weren't exactly beloved, okay? Because it's basically the same game, but worse. I stand by that. I'm standing by it. Do Lego Marvel 0 to 100% in one stream? I don't even think that would be possible for me. We could literally sit here for 24 hours. I don't think it would happen. Oh, yes. Sorry, I forgot about this as well. I'm that far behind on that many things. When am I ever ahead of things? I don't think I've ever been ahead of things, ever. There is new emotes coming, particularly one new emote that has been highly requested. I just haven't added it yet, so hopefully I remember to do that today. It's pretty big. I will say it's quite large, so watch out for that one, man. It's coming. It'll come at you fast. You got to be careful. Lego Batman 2 on Casio solar-powered calculator. Bro, it's a completely different game. Hyperfill, I'm telling you, it's completely different. There's not a single thing that's the same. Completely unique experience. 100%ing live stream? This is just a part of my 100% process, streaming every day. Come on. The bug emote? I miss the bug, dude. Arthur Becomes was such a fun series to make. You should really think about doing 2 off-brand games at a time. I think that's a much larger list and people are a lot more eager for it. I can barely juggle 2. I can barely juggle 1. I mean, what? What is this? I can barely do Dark Souls 2 and Lego Batman 2 at the same time. It all fell apart. We've done Lego Batman 2 for the last fucking 6.5 years. How would that even work? We have 1 DS2 stream. Yeah, I mean, like, it's been... We've had, like, 2 DS2 streams in the last 2 weeks or something. If that. Not sure if you already talked about it, but Red Dead 2 Western Jesus? Oh, I've talked about that a lot. There are multiple episodes chronicling my thoughts on that. Do people demand Dark Souls? The Souls do be dark sometimes. Especially when the floor's dirty. DS2 more like Lego Batman 2 on the DS. Alright, we're shutting down this Lego Batman 2 DS meme. Okay, it's going. It's dead. The game is the same. I won't hear any different. Alright, this is now a dictatorship. So that's it. I think DS2 is dead and buried at this point? What do you mean? Jeez, man. Internet brain. You don't do something for a week and all of a sudden it's just dead and buried. You got a platinum Lego Batman 2 since you basically just need to do cleanup. Yeah, getting like every achievement isn't something I'm super interested in. Maybe if I'm extremely desperate for something to do, but I'm not. There's like a lot of stuff to get around to, you know, like the amount of games that I have that I've wanted to not just play in general in my life, but to play on stream or eventually make something out of. Like, there is a lot. Like, very, very far down the list, I wanted to play Project Zomboid, because it sounds right up my alley in terms of sort of like creating your own sort of, I don't know, like every run is like its own unique story. I've always wanted to play that. It sounds super interesting to me, but it's so far down the list in terms of what we have to do, you know? Like, I don't want to reveal too much distant future plans because I don't want anybody to be disappointed if they don't happen, most of all myself. But there's definitely a reality that I'm shooting for where the channel would probably look quite different a long time from now, and it would include sort of like a lot of big one-off videos on different games is what I'll say. The coveted post-TGB world, yes. But I'm not even gonna bother really thinking too deeply about things that far ahead because I've got enough in front of me as it is. Thanks for pinning that straw poll, by the way, Lockie. That is literally like, I should have just done that in the first place instead of having people spam it. You guys are geniuses. What? I got some big brains in my corner, that's for sure. Any opinions on Fortnite Reloaded? No, I haven't touched Fortnite in a long time. A really long time. I have mentioned it before, but the demo for Sunset Devils is on stream now. I played it and immediately backed the Kickstarter. It was so fun. Such an awesome take on indie western. Let me write that down. I love anything indie western. Come on. Sunset what? Sunset Devils? I'm still yet to play. I don't think this counts as indie, but I'm still yet to play Weird West. Was it that one? You know, Weird West? It kind of got like middling reviews. Is middling a word? It got kind of mixed reviews. But it looked good to me. Go with RimWorld. The recent DLCs are absurd. Yeah, man. I started a new RimWorld playthrough and dropped it because it always just like starts becoming like it's all I want to do if I play RimWorld. You know, it's dangerous. It's a dangerous thing. It's basically Fortnite, but you can't die if you have teammates that's alive. Oh yeah, it's got the old map and stuff, right? Oh god, I didn't mean for that to start playing. I'm gonna add this to my thing. This looks interesting, Line. Dude, the indie space is just like the greatest thing of all time. It has kept gaming alive for me, you know, a lot of the time. When it all looks dark and it all looks bleak in the gaming world, the indies, they come out and they just, I don't know, man. They keep it on life support, if not revitalize it entirely. Best Arkham game? We spoke about this a lot when we were playing the Arkham games through. I think I've got such a basic answer because I think like Arkham City is the best overall Arkham game to me. I just think it's the best overall because it does a great job at the gameplay, but also just a phenomenal job at the story and like atmosphere, you know? I just don't think you can... I thought Arkham Knight was my favorite, but I since played... Like, after we finished Arkham Knight, I was playing a lot of City just in my spare time, and seeing it, like, side by side like that. Arkham Knight has some insane gameplay. It's got some really cool ideas as well, but just as a complete package, I think City still takes it for me. Like, what would I rather play for the rest of my life? I don't know, because Arkham Knight has so much variety. Like, even just the challenge maps in Arkham Knight are so good. But I just think City, yeah, City's got that thing. And maybe that's bolstered a little bit by nostalgia, I'm not sure. Because I played a lot of City growing up. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just got a thing for me. I don't know. It's got, like, just a little bit of... It's got that extra essence that I think Arkham Knight kind of misses out on. And I do think the story of Arkham Knight is a little all over the place. And narratively, it kind of doesn't hit when it needs to sometimes and lets you down in a couple of spots. So, like, yeah, I just think Arkham City's so cleanly told, you know? And it's got some really fun reveals and stuff that are just like, they just click into place perfectly. It's good stuff. It's really good stuff. Should do a custom creator stream? What is that? Inform me. Hot take, but City is my least favorite? That's so surprising. How could that be? I think, like, it's harder to choose a least favorite than it is to choose a favorite for the Arkham series, because I don't really think there's a bad entry. Disregarding Blackgate, apparently, but I don't really count that in the conversation. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, technically, I would say Asylum's probably my least favorite, but it's by no means bad. City literally has one good side quest. Yeah, the side quests definitely aren't great. Arkham Knight leveled up the side quests so much. I think the side quests in City are probably better than Origins, though, right? Asylum is a solid game, but when compared to the rest... Yeah, Asylum was just like the first swing, I think, you know? Most well-rounded yet? In my opinion, it doesn't do anything best. How has City not got a better story than Asylum? Yeah, I don't love the look of Origins either, Medium Rare. I'm with you on that. Especially Bruce Wayne's look. It is nightmare fuel. He's got something wrong with him. I don't know what happened. He kind of looks like he's just been to the dentist and they fucked his shit up. I don't know. Like, not even the actual look of his teeth. Just he looks like he's got swelling in unusual places. Henry Stickmin streams when? Unfortunately, I've watched so many people play through those games. I kind of just know what happens. I kind of know all of the options. Like, first I watched Jacksepticeye play it back in the day, and then I think I watched Dark Viper play through all of it. So I kind of just know what happens. And all of the options. They look like great games, though. It almost feels criminal that you can watch somebody play the entire thing, since it's the kind of game that it is. But I suppose you could say that about Telltale as well, in a way. Fancy Pants is goated. I played Fancy Pants on... I used to go to my mother's work when I was a kid. And used to sit on the work computer and play Fancy Pants. Good times, good times.
Only thing I never liked about City was that Strange never did anything with knowing who Batman was.
Yeah, I don't like that either. That's definitely, like, the biggest... like... plot hole, I suppose. There are some explanations for it, but I don't love many of them. The only thing that Thank you for the 100 bits, by the way. I just think it was to keep the leverage on him, and by the time it would have made sense to say anything, he had already kind of gotten his way. I think
Strange was very strange for that.
He was very strange for that. Thanks for the prime there, Thug Santa. I think it's like early on, he would have lost his leverage if he said anything, and then by the time it makes sense for him to say anything, he'd already gotten his way. He thought he had won, basically. So there was really no reason for him to do it. But it does feel strange. You just got to try and keep in mind that it's only a matter of hours passing. You know what I mean? Is there going to be different games that you play than usual poll with games like... Oh yeah, so this is the on-brand poll. When I finish DS2 and probably DS3 after, I will have a different poll, which is kind of like our off-brand poll. I've seen a lot of people want me to play like a lot of different games, and so it'll kind of replace, like when we're finished with Dark Souls, we'll move on to something else, you know. So like I've seen a lot of whispers about, I've never played BioShock before. I've seen people say, of course, Undertale, Hollow Knight, Cuphead. Like there's a lot of classics I've never played, so there's definitely going to be a separate vote for that at some point, for sure. Hey, thanks for the 100 bits there, Creamer. It's just like we get through games so slowly, and I don't mind that at all. We take our time and just sort of play, but I don't know. It feels like it takes me forever. I guess it's because I only stream like an hour or two at a time. If we were doing like big 6-hour streams, if streaming's the only thing that I did, then, you know, we would get through things a lot faster, but yeah.
I can see how City was more revolutionary and the story is better, but Night is much more enjoyable to play for me and makes replaying it much easier, although in biased cuss it was the first Arkham game I played.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Thanks for the 100 there, Connor. Yeah, no, Arkham Knight is the most, like, polished and refined Arkham game, I would say. It's very fun to play, and, like, it probably has the most... There's just the most to do. I'm not sure how it is on replayability because I haven't actually gone through and done a replay of it, but it feels like if you had to pick a desert island Arkham game, you would probably pick Knight, right? Because there's just the most to do. But yeah, I can agree with that. Arkham City just it feels so buttery smooth. I don't know, just in terms of everything.
Why don't you continue the Arthur becomes with John in the epilogue?
Because there would only be 2 episodes, Creamer. I just feel like that would be kind of strange. Thanks for the 100, dude. I did have an idea, and I don't know if I want to say it or not. I did have an idea for a John becomes singular episode to do the entire epilogue, but it was too hard to get working. I don't have a whole lot of modding knowledge, and basically near zero besides just putting the mod into the folder. Look, if it ever gets to that point, again, like post-TGB world, there was something that I was going to do. If I can work with somebody who's familiar with modding Red Dead 2, perhaps it would be possible. But, yeah, I'm not sure. Night was the first game you actually tried your hand at speedrunning? Not the first time. First game I tried to speedrun, look, on stream, Red Dead 2. But my first game that I ever tried to speedrun was Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe when I was a kid. I had just learned what speedrunning was. I can't remember how I learned because it was like before I really had internet. Maybe somebody told me. And I would set a timer on my flip phone at the very start of the game and then just try and complete it as fast as I could. And I would give up halfway through every time because I couldn't, the game was long. And I was bad at fighting games, so it was basically just a regular, it was a regular playthrough. Look, I was out here running. I was on the ground floor, okay? I was out here. Are we going to 100% Lego Batman 3? Yeah, it's not an option because I haven't actually finished the game yet. I'm yet to record the final episode. I got the next, like, 2 episodes of, depending on how much footage I use, it could be 2 or 3 episodes, but I've got the next couple of Bruce and Roberts recorded, so I'm yet to do that last one. Will you please donate to the Robert Support Fund? That's no. That's what a terrible question. Are you trying to get me in trouble? I would never do that. If TT Games announces a season 4 of The Adventures of Bruce and Robert, it will be huge. That would be, like, potentially crazy. Like, if there was a Lego Batman 4, this is what I'm scared about. A little bit. My plan is to finish Bruce and Robert and then pretty much go all in on TGB. If they announce a Lego Batman 4 in the middle of me on my TGB crusade, that will be happening later this year, I will be sad because I mean, it would be stupid for me to not drop everything and immediately, you know, play it and make stuff out of it. It would be like the silliest thing ever. So hopefully it's not coming out for a while. I know that's terrible. I know everybody's eagerly waiting, but on a selfish basis, hopefully it doesn't come out anytime soon. How we doing? We're doing good, Kilgore. Got a new poll. Feel free to vote. The vote's up for, you know, until 9 a.m. for me tomorrow, so you got plenty of time. I'll probably make a post on Twitter as well. Twitter seems to, hey, you know what? I'm happy to see Red Dead Revolver with so many votes as well. That's beautiful. I will play Red Dead Revolver on stream at some point. When that is, who could really say? If they don't, at this point, there will be riots in the streets. Yeah, I think there's some, like, rights issues that were or are preventing a Lego Batman game. Is that right? Robert Support Fund legally declared a hate group? I mean, yeah, pretty much. You're pretty much dead on. Oh, James, what have you done? People are going to get mad at you and me. They're going to get mad at you for bringing that up, and they're going to get mad at me for talking about it. I'm going to keep it very succinct. I think the reverse order thing is silly. Just literally listen to, like, how misplaced the skits are when you listen to it in reverse, and you'll sort of see what I mean. I tried, and I got a couple of tracks in, and I was like, this just doesn't work. Like, it feels like the more you go through the album, the less it works. I do like the idea, and I'm kind of sad it's not a thing. But, yeah, no, it doesn't work, unfortunately. Sounds like a stupid gimmick. It reminds me a lot of when Damn by Kendrick Lamar came out, it was like everybody thought there was going to be like a secret second album that released, and it was like, oh, you got to listen in reverse order and it tells like a different story. I'm not even sure if that was like an intentional thing, but they ended up running with the reverse order thing and releasing a deluxe that just was the same track list but in reverse order to sort of confirm it. But with that album, it kind of made sense a little bit more because the concept or like plot of the album was a little bit more ambiguous. The thing is with trying to claim a reverse order theory about like the death of Slim Shady is it just literally doesn't work. Like you'll have things that are mentioned early on in the album that are mentioned explicitly and referenced explicitly later, that just don't work in reverse order. Because you'll be like, hey, remember when you said that thing? And then it'll be like, yeah. And then you'll go through the album in reverse order and he hasn't said that thing yet. It just doesn't make sense. The concept doesn't work in reverse as much. I do like the idea, though. I'm a sucker for that kind of thing, even if it is a little bit gimmicky. But anyway, enough about that. What happened to, what was the rights problem with Lego Batman and TT and Warner Brothers and everything there? With Damn, there was the opening song with someone getting shot. I think it actually works with Damn, to be honest. I think it's cool. You listen to Damn backwards. I do think it has more merit than the death of Slim Shady one. I had friends trying to convince that Drake won the Kendrick beef because he got more monthly listeners, and it took all my willpower not to punch them. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I do find it, I don't know, people are always going to argue more popular thing is better, so it's just not even worth your time or your energy. Multiversus stream today? No, man, I haven't played Multiversus in so long. It's kind of sad because I think Multiversus is great. I just don't know why it doesn't have the legs for me. Maybe if I had all the spare time in the world, yeah. I don't know. I hope it's still got a big player base. How's it doing? I would love to see it have a nice long life, you know? You're too scared to fight me again? What happened, Lockie? I feel like I was, like, keeping up with you, and then you just sort of, like, leveled up into another atmosphere. I don't know what happened there. I couldn't compete. Is it just, like, forever... Is it gonna forever live in the shadow of, Smash to the point where it just can't really ever last too long on its own legs? Is that the thing? You main Joker now? Player base is not good? That is a shame, because I think it does its thing, but I've never played Smash, so what could I possibly say? Is Smash really that extra superior? Here's the thing, though. Not everybody has a Nintendo device, so you would think that it would be able to, you know, stand on its own 2 feet, since it's on every platform. You know? If you play Smash, you'll understand. There is a rights issue with TT that they can only make games on WB stuff only, so there is no problem with having Lego Batman 4. Okay, I must have heard something and misinterpreted it. Thanks, Samuel. Smash really is that bitch. Smash is out here, dude. Lego DC supervillains? I've had a lot of requests for DC supervillains. Don't be surprised if you see it in your sub box from me one day. Brian Murphy in DC supervillains? But he's a hero. Don't you get it? You're confusing it with the Lego Guardians of the Galaxy game? Am I? I didn't even know that was a thing. I guess you know me better than I do. But yeah, in terms of like Lego Batman 4, that'd be fucking awesome. It was canned? Makes sense. There's I don't want to say too much that's from this new video, but man, there's I was talking about how there's so many Suicide Squad references and parts to the point where I've had to cut some out, but man, there is a Lego Batman related... I can't even say without saying it, you'll see, it's just, God, I say some fucking bullshit sometimes. I gotta call myself out in my own video. Unbelievable. How could you expect this of me? You're not ready for how sick Basil is in DC supervillains? I've actually heard something like that, Magawagawa. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Yeah, I've heard that sentiment quite a lot, so I'm kind of keen. I've got very little spoilers or anything for DC supervillains, so I'm pretty excited. I don't know why Suicide Squad keeps pushing the Suicide Squad. Probably because they invested hundreds of millions of dollars into it being made. So they're trying to recoup their costs at, you know, to any level they can. Do you know about the gimmick in DC supervillains? The only, like, thing that I think I've heard, if you mean gimmicks in terms of gameplay, I think you can, like, don't even confirm if this is right, because I have a very baseline understanding of this, but I think you can, like, control goons or tell them to do stuff. I have heard that. Hopefully that's not what you're talking about. I have heard you can do that, though. You do not know? You make a custom character at the start? I knew that as well. No, don't worry. It's all good. I already knew that. I knew that. People have already told me that. I have read YouTube comments before. But yeah, I'm lucky I haven't really had anything besides that. I heard that a long time ago. Which is pretty interesting. I think I heard that, to be honest, when the game came out. It was like a thing that got, you know, talked about a lot. Don't worry. Don't worry. The goon thing is just a character ability, not a gameplay gimmick. Okay, interesting, interesting. Yeah, I'll get around to that at some point. It does sound very good. I probably won't play it on stream. There's something when, like... There's definitely a different vibe when you're recording something on stream, and I think when I do something that's, like, directly tied to Bruce and Robert, which has never been recorded on stream, I think I'll just keep it that way, to be honest. Like, I don't know, maybe it's only noticeable by me, but there's definitely, like, a different vibe when you're recording off stream. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, look, these are distant future discussions here. It's good that we've been streaming because... It's good that we've been streaming and recording so much different stuff, because when I do go into TGB mode, so to speak. I do have some things that I think I can release that don't require too much work, and I can sort of release them in between. Stuff like the Telltale videos, like, they don't have to be... That doesn't have to be, like, a massive project, especially if I release it, like, an episode at a time or something. God only knows if that will... how that will go over in terms of, like, what are we just going to get to, like, episode 3 and people lose interest, or it doesn't get recommended? It could happen. But I guess we'll see. But yeah, because I've spoken about this a million times, but TGB will be like the primary focus if I actually want to get it done. There's too many, the way that I set it up, there's too many moving pieces for me to kind of dip into other projects that require too much time in between. So, when do you think you'll start the sequel trilogy? I will at least record the sequel trilogy on stream, like, in the not-so-distant future. It's such a good one-off, like, special occasion stream to just do, like, an episode, you know what I mean? So, not too far away, Scott. Well, hopefully. Anything could happen. Are you gonna stream when you're in TGB mode? Yeah, I'll still stream. Streaming's become, like, a really good thing to just... We can gather footage. I'm still active in some sort of, like, thing that I've built. Like, it was very discouraging when I would go away to make something and it would take a long time and I would just have no... I felt like I wasn't growing this whole thing in any capacity while I was gone. The stream is a cool little extra sort of side project almost that feeds back into the main channel, and that's good. So, yeah, hopefully... I just mean, like, TGB mode in terms of I won't really be working on any other projects besides TGB. And maybe some very small things that can fill the gap here and there. Like, I'm talking... I can see, like, the 100% Lego Batman streams becoming their own video, but it won't require... There's definitely a way to do it where it won't require a ton of work. I might get somebody to help me for those. I don't know. It's going to be a very weird time for the channel, I think. I like the streams because it's my only form of social interaction. That can't be true, Jurassic. Get out there, fella. Should we ask Eyezayar's opinions on said subject jokes? Oh God. Am I gonna get myself in trouble here? Hit me with it. What are we talking about here? I missed it. You're gonna get me in trouble. Am I okay with 9/11 jokes? Ah, you're gonna get me in trouble. Alright, here's the thing with me and jokes. I think, I do think you can pretty much say whatever you want, and you can joke about whatever you want, but it better be funny. Otherwise, and you also have to be prepared for people not to find it funny. So don't be surprised if you tell an offensive joke and somebody doesn't like it. Don't throw up your hands and say, oh, how could you possibly be offended by this? Especially when it comes to more personal stuff. Skibbity toilet, for example. I mean, you better be careful, because, look, some people aren't going to like that. Some people have had skibbity toilet related incidents in their life, and you're gonna trigger some pain if they happen to stumble across that joke. But yeah, no, it's just like this is a very typical thing to say as well, but I just think that the intent of the joke, of course, matters. I don't like when there isn't a punchline. When I was a teenager, it was very, very common on the internet and pretty much everywhere, especially in that, like, 2016 era. It was very common among just about, like, every corner of the internet, for example. It was just kind of like, no punchline, just what's the most horrific thing that you can possibly conceive of. That's your joke. Like, that's it. No punchline, no setup. It's just, here is the most horrific thing possible, and then you say it. I don't know. The world collectively had some sort of next level brain rot. We talk about skibbity brain rot. Nah, that's brain rot. That's real brain rot. But yeah, like, I just think, obviously, your goal has to be to make people laugh. Your goal has to be, like, if you're trying to do some form of, like, comedy, I guess, like, if your goal is to make people angry or purposely hurt somebody, you're not really telling jokes, are you? That's why I think it's different, is if you tell a joke that deals with offensive qualities or events or whatever, and it doesn't land and people get upset, but your goal legitimately was to try and say something clever that would make people laugh, it's a bit different. People are still hurt, but I definitely think that's different than somebody purposely trying to get a rise out of people, which I think is kind of pathetic. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the context is obviously... Context is king. How many how many stereotypical comedian things am I gonna say? I'm gonna go on the Joe Rogan podcast. Yeah, if your goal's to hurt somebody with something you say, I mean, you're not really joking, are you? You're just trying to be an asshole. It's why Cards Against Humanity is a shit game. I don't think that's a shit game. I think that's an interesting card game with friends. It's definitely got an element of that humor, though, which is from the bygone era of just kind of saying the worst thing that comes to mind. But I don't know. If everybody opts in to play Cards Against Humanity, you basically, you all enter a pact where it's like there's going to be some really deplorable things to follow, and we're all on board with that. And we can sort of laugh at the absurdity of the entire thing, you know? But I will agree, it's often not very funny. It's just, like, grotesque, you know? Yeah. That game's, yeah. I've played it a couple of times, so I don't know, like, the game in and out, but I guess it's pretty simple. But yeah, I don't know, that's kind of I think, I don't know, this definitely isn't a unanimous take among people, but I think you can just about joke about anything, but you got to be aware that not everybody's going to take it the same way. And I think as long as you can, I don't know, you just better hope it's funny if you don't want any problems about it, you know? That's about it. I don't think there's like, I don't know, it's a weird line. Like there's too many different perspectives for you to tell a joke that nobody's gonna have a problem with, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's definitely people who use that to their advantage, and they just go like, oh, I love getting a rise out of people, and I can sort of use this general sentiment of being able to joke about anything within reason. I can use this as like a shield almost, right? Like I'm just telling jokes, right? I don't know. Anyway, don't get me in trouble. I've had this one friend since kindergarten, and because of him, I'm completely desensitized to any and all horrific or dark humor. I mean, yeah, there's always going to be that. I'm literally Muslim. I've been amused by some bomber jokes, but it's because they're really clever, not just... Yeah, I mean, if somebody literally just... Yeah, it's very different. Some people will just be like... Some people will just be like the most... They will genuinely be the most prejudiced people in existence, and they'll be like, I'm joking. It was a joke. The best kinds of dark/risky jokes are the ones that sound horrific at the start, but win you over by actually being funny/smart. Yeah, again, because I feel like like if you make a joke like that, I mean, it can round out to be like people understand your intent a little bit better. It's like a tightrope that you kind of walk if you tell something that's offensive. Some people just want an excuse to say the naughty thing like they're 16 years old on Xbox Live, and it's just like, you don't need permission to say it, but don't be surprised when people don't think it's funny. Come on, brother. Cards Against Humanity needs some of the expansion packs. I didn't even know they had expansion packs. I want to pick up the Skibbity pack and the D's Nuts expansion. Come on. But yeah, that's kind of where I stand on it. Like I've made some jokes on the channel which some people have had a problem with, and that's just kind of the nature of it. But my goal is never to get a rise out of people. the goal for me is always to entertain / make laugh. And if I fail on that for somebody, then I just look at that as a shame, not an achievement. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that's what it is at the end of the day. Like if you look at the negative reactions to a joke you've told as the achievement, then I don't know. I'm talking oranges? Dude, I really pushed the envelope on that one. I really, come on. That's big. That's huge. I mean, he was talking oranges. That line, I've already said that, but hang on, I gotta take this jacket off. Australian winter ain't shit. Hold on a moment. Okay. That line originally was gonna say like a bunch of different things. It was gonna say like, I'm talking oranges, I'm talking flour, I'm talking, just a bunch of different things that you would find in a grocery cart, basically. And then, so I wrote that part of the script, and then when I actually collected the footage, I noticed that the cart in the game literally only had oranges in it. So I just duplicated the part where I said oranges 3 times. I mean, I am a comedic genius at the end of the day. God. That video is so silly. I do like that video, though. The world peace explosion joke from Calendar Man was very funny. Why do I have no idea what you're talking about? I'm talking oranges, dude. These nuts, dark humor. That's massive. But what we? I guess, what time is it here? How long have we been going for? Do I have an uptime thing that I can just put into chat here? Oh, I do. This is the most professional stream I've ever seen. Okay, so I think, should I play DS2? I'm not sure if I should. I'm really trying to get this Bruce and Robert episode done, like, pronto. I don't know if it's worth playing Dark Souls 2 for 15 minutes. I really miss it. I miss Billy T as well. You have no idea. You've not watched a DS2 stream. What's your beef, James? Inform us. What's your beef? Missed or beat? I mean, I couldn't tell you. That's too complicated to get into on stream. Riddle me this, man. I have 2 legs, but I can't walk. I have 2... You lost me. You're something. I won't be the one to tell you. Been skipping that Lego Batman 2 streams? This is why it's nice to have some variation. The only thing that happens is sometimes I just play the one for 2 weeks straight and then not the other. You know what I mean? I will start doing hybrid streams. I'm just kind of in that weird, gotta go fast sort of phase of trying to finish a video. I haven't played DS2 for a while, my better username. The answer was Nora Fries? Really? I have long hair that's stiff as a board? God, that's actually... Did you make that up? Do we have an Edward in the making? That's massive. Oh, you know what I found the other day? I actually managed to find it. I've spoken about this quite a few times in the past, but I don't know if I've mentioned it recently. I was going through my... I might have actually mentioned... Stop me if I've mentioned this recently. It has nothing to do with a C-3PO keychain. I was going through my old laptop where I made all my first videos for the channel, and I've spoken about a couple of times how the Arthur Morgan video was not meant to be my my first video. Wait, you've heard this one? Okay, you're trolling. So, the first video that I was ever going to upload to the channel was a Ultimate Spider-Man, the video game, review. That was literally going to be the first thing. But I dropped my hard drive down the stairs while it was... You've heard this, right? Anyway, long story short, the video got corrupted. I never got to upload it. Blah, blah, blah. You've heard this. But I actually found on my... when I told this, did I actually? I can't... Oh, well, I found it a second time anyway, and I need to convert it to the PC so that I can actually show you, because I found it's like the first 5 minutes of that video that for some reason got saved. It must have got rendered while I was working on it at the time. And so the original video was going to be 20 minutes long, but I found a 5-minute portion that survived. And it is disgusting. I think it was still I think I recorded it in my closet. It is so muffled. It is gross. And it's just like, I was just reminiscing on it, because listening to this Bruce and Robert footage that I've got, my mouth was too close to the microphone, so I'm dealing with a lot of peaking, which is really annoying. And I just didn't even realize while I was recording. And it just made me realize I've always hated anything to do with fucking audio balancing or microphone quality. Always. And even back then, I was recording in a closet to try and get better audio. And it just, it never happened. Never happened. Audio jungle. Put it on Eyesores. I might revamp the Eyesores channel at some point. I have ideas. But, again, these are long-term plans. God, I need to get some new dialogue, right? But I've said this before as well, but I'm not sure whether to just, like, delete the clips and start, or private the clips and start the channel over, or maybe, like, the channel's algorithmically, you know, rooted, and I need to just, start a new channel or something. Now, Eyesores wasn't the original VOD channel. It was always just it was a clips channel. Eyezayar VODs wasn't created by me. It was just, made by I Am Pumpkin Pie, and they've carried the torch ever since. You need DLC? You're out of dialogue options? Here's a new one. So, I used to have this C-3PO keychain, and it actually came in a pack. It actually came in a pack of, it had, I believe, like, Luke Skywalker with a green lightsaber, Darth Vader with a red lightsaber. I mean, who could have guessed that? And yeah, man, it was a good time. It was a good time in my life. I don't know if I've ever told you that one. Time to retire? I'm all out. Holy shit. Beautiful stuff. New law had just dropped. Is ad revenue collected on the VODs channel? The VODs channel isn't monetized. I thought about monetizing it and then just giving at least most or all of the revenue to I Am Pumpkin Pie, but I just never got around to it, which it's kind of, come on, get it together. But it doesn't really make much money anyway. It makes like $7 a month or something, which isn't nothing, but I should probably get around to that at some point. If you're listening to this, I Am Pumpkin Pie, you're single-handedly holding up the Eyezayar side of things right now. The VODs wouldn't exist without you, because I would just forget to upload them. This one guy I watch, he's done a thing where he's been replaying all the LEGO games from the very start to the end, and he's just finishing it now. His video is going to be around 3 hours, but I think it would be cool if you went through a lot of the LEGO games. Yeah, I'll definitely... That sounds like a cool idea. I definitely want to go through a lot of the ones I haven't played. It's just a matter of, like... It takes me fucking ages to get through even one of them. Yeah, the VODs channel's been a thing for a while. It's a shame we lost... Like, I actually do have some old VODs downloaded on the laptop as well. I believe I have a full Last of Us VOD. And I think I have one portion of a Ghost of Tsushima VOD. I wonder if maybe I could just post that on the VODs channel for safekeeping. I don't know if it's the full thing for the Ghost one or not, but the old days, man. It's so weird to hear just my general... Like, I haven't changed that much, but just how... I felt very unconfident streaming, I think, which is funny to listen to and also a little bit embarrassing. Streaming used to feel like a big deal, especially before I was doing it every day. Like, if I streamed, like sometimes I would stop for a long time, but not too long a time, like maybe a week or something, and come back. It just felt like an event for me. How far back does the VODs channel go? Goes back to, like, Arthur Becomes, I think. Oh, Godline, you've been here so... I forget you've been here so long. That is wild. That's crazy. Yeah, it goes back to the Brawler. So the first Arthur Becomes stream. My goodness. Was the Brawler really only one stream? I streamed for 4 hours and 55 minutes. I am a king. Old Eyezayar. I miss the old Eyezayar. I miss the 4 hour and 55 minute stream Eyezayar. I miss the 93 out of 150 subs Eyezayar. Come on. That's crazy. Arthur Becomes was such a fun series, though. It was, yeah, that brings back good memories. Old Eyezayar streamed once in every century. Yeah, that's the downside. You get one 4 hour and 55 minute stream and then he disappears. Wasn't there like an 8 hour Lego Batman 1 DS stream? I think those are saved on the VODs channel. Let me see. I wish you could sort by longest video. Some of the Lego Indiana Jones streams were really long. That's when I was streaming at night a lot. God, it didn't take us long to beat Arkham Asylum. I guess it's pretty short. This is the best stream title I've got. The Bloodborne stream that's just simply titled, Tell Me Your Favorite Breed of Food. What a fucking creature, dude. Why do you watch this guy? It's not good for you. I think the longest Bruce and Robert DS stream was 5 hours, by the looks of things. Oh my god, remember when we did... Oh my god, does anybody remember this? This isn't even that long ago, but it feels so long ago. Anybody remember this? Oh god, hang on, it's refreshed. Oh, where did it go? Does anybody remember the Saints Row character creation stream? It was a one-off. Anybody? That was just... What was I doing? Did I just pop back into streaming for that one day? What the hell was that? So strange. I've definitely had some strange arcs, that's for sure. Like, the VODs are pretty much uploaded instantly, so I can get an idea of... So, July 16th, 2022, I had a stream called The Quickest Stream of All Time. And then... When did I do that Saints Row one? The Saints Row one was... July 18th. So did I go through another streaming phase here? I go, let's listen to this. Hold on. Let's actually listen to this. Remember this, by the way? Remember this old background screen? If you remember the Arnold Terminator I'll be back break screen, you deserve a veteran's discount, that's for sure. I don't have this perfectly centered, but you get the idea. Remember the Ratchet... Oh my god, not the Ratchet and Clank stream. What the hell? You're dipping too far back into history here. Oh my god, look at this too. Wait, did I accidentally... Hang on a second. Let me pause this music. I don't know why, we always seem to go on a, like, trip down memory lane on Yap streams. We're living in the past here. Let's keep it moving. Hey, C. White, thanks a lot, man.
Yo, yo, yo.
Thanks for the prime, dude. Appreciate you, fella. Thank you very much. Hang on, I want to have a quick look at this. Shit! What the fuck was I doing? Why do I sound... I'm just... This stream, the experience you get from this stream is just somebody who's like... I imagine like a mad scientist behind a bunch of equipment that he like vaguely understands. And so he kind of knows what to do, but he always presses the wrong dials and pulls the wrong levers. And so everything is just always sparking and falling apart and setting on fire. That's kind of what it feels like. It's a pretty unique experience, dude. I really think we're pushing the limits of what's possible on Twitch. Shit! What am I, dude?
Oh my god!
I can't listen to myself like that. Can you put some soundproofing in the fucking room? Listen to this echo.
God. I was on it.
Yeah, you need help. You need help, brother. God, it's crazy. It's like, this is 2 years ago. It feels like a different person. I can't even bear to listen to it. I can't stand this guy. So anyway, yeah, we did like a Saints Row. This is before everybody knew the Saints Row reboot was like the worst thing ever. And they released a temporary. Yeah, we should kill that guy with hammers. They released like a temporary, like, you can try out the character creator, and it was actually a pretty awesome character creator, but unfortunately the rest of the game was terrible. And we ended up making an eyesore, which, I mean, was pretty cool, since you could change like the individual eye color, and you could change the eye. You see what I mean? It went really well. And then I didn't end up buying the game because obviously we all saw what happened with that. But God, yeah, we went ham on this, dude. We did a damn good job. And then I want, but that just comes with the territory, I suppose. We might have just had what? Oh, we should kill that guy with hammers, I think. Anyway, yeah, we ended up doing a pretty damn good job here. Can I get some bald emotes in the chat, please? This guy has no hair. There is... Oh, my God. This was a good stream, actually. This was a good one-off. Make him gold? Oh, my God. Yeah, we really went for it. What did we end up having him dressed in? Oh, we did a little Agent 47 swag. Hello. Oh, hell yeah, Feet. Oh, man. Was Feet in this stream? The mythical Feet? Are you telling me Feet entered this? Are you telling me a Feet cooked this rice? You telling me a shrimp fried this rice? The hell? Please feel usual. Just shut up, dude. So you listened to 57 minutes of this guy? Oh, my God. Oh, the old outro, too. God, it's so... What? Okay, listen. I know some people have said they liked the old outro, the one that I used for about like 3 streams, but listen. Tell me that the ending music doesn't, like, and just the general look of it. I don't know why it cringes me out a little bit. Just this. I don't know why. Let me just exit out of this real quick. If I can do that. You can. Wait, something happened? Okay, there we go. Thanks, everybody, and... shut up. I don't know, maybe it's not that bad. It's alright. It's okay. Look, I'll say this. It kind of reminds me of those old school, like, YouTube intros for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, it's literally... It's... I don't know, man. Look... We all have our moments. This was not one of mine. Let's see who was in the chat. We've got Scout. I remember Scout, I think. There's Phantom. Phantomaniac. There he is. Before the name change. Massive. Ludicrous. Lockie, of course. And Feet, of course. Blue Bat is still here. Beautiful stuff. Creeper Russ has been here. God, you've been here longer than I realized, actually. When did you join the realm there, Creeper? How long has it really been? Overlay the new chat over the old chat? Oh, God, I don't think you want to see that. Desi, of course. God, Desi, you've been here a long time as well. Line, you had a name change, right? I always forget what it was. I even forgot I was in that stream. Well, there you go. Now you remember. Shatterstar was pretty... I think was here for quite a while. Doesn't drop in anymore. Is this one of the first VODs? No, this is like a year ago. Nearly 2 years ago, I think. Lockie Cass. It's like looking at old I don't know, like an old school photo where you're sitting with your classmates and then you realize you haven't spoken to majority of them for like 35 years, you know? Let's have a look at some other VODs. I want to look at like a really old one. Let's look at the Brawler, but I don't want to hear myself. That's the thing. I only really want to look at the chat. I hope I don't feel this way about listening to myself on stream 2 years from now. Like if we come back and listen to the one of the VODs from now in 2 years, I hope I'm not like, we should beat that guy to death with hammers. Because that would be a shame. I feel like we've grown. Oh my god, hold on a second. Oh my god. What is this? Oh, I wonder if I must have the old thumbnail making streams here somewhere. You will, it's the cycle of growth. No. This might jog your memory. Do you have any recollection of when you playing Lego Indiana Jones and laughing at a comment, why are you taking a run up to gain momentum? Yes. Oh, that's so good. So line's always been funny then. Okay. Yeah, right. Yeah, that was great. I still remember that. Because it was like, it was almost as if Lego Indiana Jones, it was almost as if it had like a physics system. Oh, that's so good. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's excellent. Let's see who's in the chat here back in the day. So we've got, yeah, it's gonna... Shut up, you fool. I don't recognize anybody here except for J.R. Milton and, I think I recognize Dobie. It's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be pretty... I can't listen. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to mute it. I'm gonna have to... We're gonna have to sort this guy out. God. Who else? All right. I know Mitchum, of course. Who else do we have here? This is the first Arthur Becomes stream, I believe. Nightbot. My favorite. Oh, somebody's literally called Goodest Boy. Hang on a second. 2 times speed is a good idea. Nitro Rock. Here we go. Now we got some regulars. Taco Bell Wi-Fi. This must have been... I think this was my return to streaming after a really long time of not streaming, maybe. God, we've come a long way. Oh, it's my time. He still jumps in every now and again here. I think he's more on board for the Red Dead adjacent stuff. And, I mean, how could we forget Chinese Obama as well? A classic member of the Eyezayar lore. Yeah, Jesus, man. I used to also... I remember Rexter as well. Oh, God, look at this quality. I know that the quality's down because of it's a VOD, but oh my God. This feels like looking in the yearbook from a year you didn't attend. Yeah, a little bit. Pull up the Speedrunner stream. We'll pull up one more because I got to go in a sec, but the Speedrunner stream wasn't long enough ago, was it? Let me look at like a more one-off again. We did... Like, this is a just chatting stream. Let's see what we were just chatting about. Say... I don't know. What date was it? October 15th, 2021. Let's see what we were talking about on October 15th, 2021. I feel like this will be interesting. Yeah, should we have any predictions? Spider-Hulk toy, immortality, Chinese Obama saved my kids from a burning building. He is known to commit acts of heroism. It's the Spider-Hulk stream? There's no way this is the Spider-Hulk stream. Let's have a look. The immortality rant, I'm genuinely embarrassed by. What a terrible tangent. So have I just been clearing my throat forever?
I don't know exactly what I...
Oh, this is so painful for me. But anyway, just run it.
Do I have a clip ready, actually?
No, you don't have shit ready ever. 2 years on, same story.
I feel like I can just, I pretty much do whatever. I will never make a transition weirder than Red Dead 2 to Lego Batman again. That can only be...
Shut up! Just say
but
something!
with less crap stuffed in, so make such a comedic mind at work.
Okay, there's seriously, like... This guy should be a target in the next Hitman game so that I can legally, you know, get some of this murderous rage out of my system. Who else do we have here? Oh, did we see Panda? We got JC, which I do recognize. I think It's My Time, of course. I don't know Zia. Rexter, I remember. I don't remember the Leaf. This feels like those scenes in The Boys where Homelander is yelling at his mirror self. I haven't seen The Boys, but that seems like a funny reference. That Shrexy? I don't remember Shrexy. I do know Weston, of course. Weston's still here quite a bit. No, I'm thinking of Wesman. I don't know if Weston's been in the stream for a while. Real Fireman? He was first on the bits at some point. I remember Pump Action Musket. And Lockie Cass, of course. God, man. This is why the VODs channel is such an awesome idea, because I want to be like 85 going through the old VODs. You know what I mean? I want to be like, I remember Rexter 101. Oh, what? Wait, what? We played Fallout New Vegas in this stream? What were we doing? You already are 85? Sorry, I mean on my second rotation. Sometimes I just reset to keep it simple. Every 100 years, I just go back to 0.
Where are we? Can I chuck in a display capture? Yeah. Cool.
God, this guy, wow.
Okay, nice.
Sorry, I'm moving on. I can't listen to any of this. Let's get to the Fallout New Vegas. What were we doing?
Ourselves. We're technicians at heart. Are we doing this on
Oh, so
company
we
time?
had already played some?
Good deal.
I'm so glad we didn't continue
boys.
this.
What gun is this? How do I... Alright, nice.
Wow.
Am I playing on... What difficulty am I on?
It's always a
What was I
fucking
doing, like,
question
6
being
months ago when I
asked by
started
this
playing
guy,
this?
by the way. Pay
How
attention
do
to
I
that.
even check that?
Literally every like 10 seconds. He has no idea what's going on.
I'm on hard... That is not like me. Oh yeah, I remember like difficulty didn't really make the hardcore actually... It's been so long. It's been so long. What am I doing?
It's been so long we've been in this fucking menu.
Oh shit.
Okay, you know, this is actually painful to watch. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Is this... What are you talking about? This is just you with a worse mic? You know what's crazy? It's the same microphone. Just no filters, nothing to dampen the sound in the room. I feel like you're scowling at the screen right now. I literally I'm gonna get wrinkles if I keep watching these VODs. But I'm gonna get more wrinkles. Sorry, my mistake. Because I'm frowning. So that's that. That's done. That's done, dude. The alert scared me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on there, to tell you the truth. Why is this not working? Oh, there we go. All right. I should probably head out for now. Sorry we didn't play any games. We went down a trip down memory lane instead. And you know, that's even better. We can reflect on our past selves. Casket or coffin person? Either works. Either works for me. I don't think I want to be cremated. Why are we talking about death, dude? We're only just getting started. Come on. Come on. You are the same as you were 2 years ago. Don't lie to yourself. Yeah, it's more or less the same. No, well, actually, to be honest with you, in a lot of ways, I do feel like I'm very different, but there's definitely, you know, still the same person. Still got the same essence, you know? I didn't mention death. You did? What, we're just gonna chuck a casket in this on display? I'm a cryogenic freezer kind of guy. Well, you're not really dead then, right? less technical difficulties, somewhat, definitely somewhat. But yeah, that's fun going. This is why, like, it's good to have the VODs, because I definitely, you know, in 50 years' time, I just want to go back, and it's gonna be like, you know, in Better Call Saul, where he's like, you have the flashbacks, and we have the flash forwards, and he's sitting on his couch, and he's like staring at the screen, and he's like shaking, and there's tears in his eyes, and he's playing all the old tapes. You know that'll be that'll be me. I'll be sitting there with a fucking mustache, like a sweet mustache like he's got, and yeah, I'll be sitting there just looking back at the glory days. Are you on the run from the DEA? More likely from the CIA. I'm probably gonna accidentally do something that they don't like. I'll lose my job, so I won't be able to work for them anymore, and I'll have to go into hiding. It's going to be like that sort of situation, I think. But anyway, look, how can we possibly predict the future that way? Let's just see what happens as it happens. How long have you been around for, Astral, actually? For quite a while. But I don't know, it's hard to remember each individual person. I have, like, when I do look at certain names, there's definitely some people I categorize into, like, they're here since I restarted streaming. And then some, but I could be completely wrong. Like, I look at Connor, and I'm pretty sure Connor's been here for quite a while, but not since, like, the Brawler streams, for example. Connor just joined. See, this is how inaccurate I am. I look at Ladies Man. I know Ladies Man has been here for a long time. James has been here for a long time. Medium Rare's been here for a long, long time. At least I'm pretty sure, right? For some reason, Line, even though I didn't know your previous name, I did know that you had been here for a while. Probably because you said. But yeah, I don't know. There's certain names that I just register as being here for a long time. I don't want to say who I look at and don't know when they joined, or if they joined recently, because that feels mean if they've been here for a long time. I've been here since before the Discord was made. Yeah, I mean, look, you get the veterans discount. You're getting a cheeseburger for like $3.50 for sure. A cheeseburger's cheaper than $3.50 here. I don't buy many cheeseburgers. McDonald's cheeseburger. Let's have a look. Price. I'm looking for a price. Do they still do them for $2? Ah, well, see, now I have to know. Why is it so hard to find the price of a cheeseburger? Do they still do their loose change menu? I think they do. Oh, yeah. You get a hamburger for $2, so I don't see how it's any different. It's like $3 at Macca's. Oh, maybe this is an old website. Maybe we're seeing inflation at work right in front of our eyes. I tell you what, dude. I've been here since the bug. Have you actually... What was your name previously to replacement soap? And what happened to the real soap? I'm so confused by this arc. It's been happening in the background. I have no idea, like, what is the truth. He's soap, but he doesn't even act like soap. He doesn't even act like the soap that I had become familiar with. He locked in. I hate this meme so much. No, it's literally like not the same soap. CIA body double, we do those.
I started watching you since Scribble Noughts, but I started watching streams since you started back up in January only because I didn't know you streamed.
Oh, Simon, thanks for the 100 bits, dude. Yeah, no, a lot of people didn't know. A lot of people still don't know. You'd be surprised. Thanks a lot, man.
I've been here since Telltale streams.
Oh, hell yeah, Connor. Did you not know that I streamed previously, or was it Telltale that made you make the jump to Twitch? I'm always curious about stuff like that. Thanks for the 100, dude. There was like a shift in soap. Yeah, something actually changed. There was some sort of... It's literally just me on the same soap, but it's not the same soap. It's not. It's not. I'm telling you. It's a conspiracy. Something happened. I'm not sure what happened. Something happened. This doesn't feel right. Reformed soap? You're really gonna make me go back through the old VODs to see how I acted with the old name? I don't know. I feel like you got more combative. What happened? I guess he really did lock in. I don't know. I miss the old soap. Nah, you're great soap. Whether you're the old soap or the replacement soap, lock in, brother. Lock in. Eyezayar didn't know me when I was Cool Ranch Doritos. Was that an actual previous username? I discovered you earlier this year when I was in Canada and missing home, and then YouTube recommended your videos, and then it recommended me the VODs channel, and then I started watching on Twitch too. Oh, I guess it's not a terrible thing if the VODs get recommended then. I'm always worried, like, is the VODs channel a good thing to have public, because I kind of don't want them appearing in a place where one of my actual projects would have appeared, you know? Like something I spent time making. But, I mean, if it brings people to the Twitch, that's kind of interesting. I feel like I missed so much by joining the streams only at the start of this year. There's definitely some lore that goes back a while, but I am basically a broken record who repeats things constantly, so you'll be filled in eventually. The wife and I discovered Floydson first, and then started looking for other Australian goofballs. Picked you up around TGB Ep 3. Holy hell, Hyperfill, you've been here for ages, dude. Yeah, TGB episode 3, a lot of people found me through that one. It's not one of the more viewed ones, but I've had quite a few people tell me episode 3 is where they jumped on, which is interesting. Started at the Speedrunner stream, and then the streams died for a year. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Do I miss the urologist links, or is it just the streams around that time? The inner workings of man. No, those streams were exciting because I hadn't streamed for a long time. Now I'm just kind of like that drunk uncle that won't go away. I'm just kind of like, I keep saying I'll get a job at a new place, and I still live in your basement 6 months later. You know, back then it was like, oh, it's cool that he's here now. Now I'm here every day. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The mini breakdown at the urology link was so funny. Oh, God, I can barely even remember the exact events of that. Holy hell. Drunkle Stan? Something to that effect. But yeah, streaming every day has been awesome, dude. I've enjoyed it a lot. There's been like certain times where it definitely would have died if I wasn't like keeping a streak. But I managed to make it work. Like that really early stream, I had to go away somewhere for a day or two. And I managed to... I think I woke up at like 4 a.m. or something to do it. Something like that. You just snapped? Okay, can you not? Like, oh yeah, why are there urology links in my chat box? The fuck are you doing, dude? Look. You do that on your own time. That's massive. The phallus phase? I don't know what that was. Phallus, if you're listening, I'd love an explanation. My canon explanation, the only thing that I can think of is that he was like testing a bot in this chat. It had to be. There's no way he sat there with 2 monitors open, 2 separate tabs, copying and pasting facts with that much, like, I don't know, fervor. It was like he loved what he was doing. I don't know what that was. I found you like halfway through Bruce and Robert talking about YouTube, then rediscovered you a year later, 2021, and then not long after that, I found your Twitch and told you I had deja vu. I think I do remember that little bit. Yeah, there was a whole family of phalluses. It was crazy. Family of sniffers, sorry. I don't know if phallus stops in anymore. I think because we had to put the end to the spam because the chat was just becoming unreadable. But it was, you know, I acknowledge that as a part of our history for sure. Phallus disappeared after the Batman Telltale. Yeah, I don't think we've seen. I think that's the last time we saw him. I assumed he got banned. I've never banned anybody except for the only person I've ever banned on Twitch is some guy who came in spamming the N-word. Yeah, that's the only time. Or he was spamming some slur. I can't remember what it was. One of them. There's a long laundry list. But yeah, that's the only person I've ever banned. Like, that seems kind of harsh. Bro, he's just trying to make you laugh, man. There was a clever punchline he was getting to. Obscure, but do you happen to remember Lego Batman 1 DS time trials being salvageable? Oh, like when I was nowhere near being able to get it? Like 1 second left and it was still salvageable? Something like that? Yes, I definitely remember that. You ever hear of dark humor, buddy? Why are you trying to cancel him, bro? Phallus got you so upset when he just wouldn't stop with the facts. It was like I couldn't even interact with anything. It felt like going onto a news website to read about the latest tragedy and there's just fucking pop-ups for like penis pills everywhere. I don't know if those advertisements are targeted or not. I don't think so. But it's just like I can't read what I'm trying to read here, dude. You know? Anyway. Yeah, look. Yeah, line got hired after the chain of events is so funny. I hope we don't forget this. We need to chronicle it. There needs to be like a library where we can just read about these events. God, to be clear, it was not the cum jar that was annoying me. It was the last possible thing, like somebody's on the edge of a cliff and you like breathe on them kind of thing. You know what I mean? Oh my God. We have quite a full history, don't we? Ah, man. Well, look, it led us to the intervention, and I do think the chat has been significantly nicer, cleaner to read. It's crazy how much has happened in 6 months. It's actually kind of... The thing about streaming as well, it's kind of slowed the year down a little bit for me as well. It doesn't feel like things are moving... It feels like things are moving quick, but it doesn't feel as quick, because I'm sort of like... Something new happens every day kind of thing, you know what I mean? The intervention was my return. Yeah, I think a couple of people... I don't know if they've stuck around and they're just lurkers, but a couple of people came in during the... And just after the intervention going, finally, the chat's readable. I was like, see? What did I tell you? It's an interesting time. I'm happy I missed when it got really bad. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. Like, literally go into, like, any popular stream on Twitch, and it was probably... Well, not any, but, you know, you go in... Like, it was just... It needed to be roped in, you know what I mean? Because it was, like, just... it was getting a little out there. I fell to my knees in Walmart. Is this a good reference? I don't think so. I don't understand it. Something about Arkham Knight streams where everyone was locked the fuck in, and it was just so enjoyable outside of the diddler sections. Arkham Knight was really fun because, again, it was a series that a lot of people had wanted me to play for a while, and we built up to the one game in the series that I hadn't played before, and so every second of those streams, it was like I was experiencing something new to do with the game. It was definitely like... That was we were locked in. We were on, you know? The diddler sections was when spin three times happened. Dude, what the hell? The puddle? Legendary build-up. Something of that scale can never be recreated. I think the only way something of that scale gets recreated is if Lego Batman 4 drops or something. And I play that for the first time on stream. That might be big. The gas chamber incident? That is barely an incident. Barely. Oh, the Brian Murphy jump scare? Yeah, that was pretty huge. That was pretty massive. I had no idea they had him looking like that. DC supervillains could be big. Yeah, if I change my mind and decide to record that on stream, which I don't think I will, but yeah, that could be big. Miss when he said Mog every other second, because I thought we made up Mog. You have to understand that. That was when Mog was becoming a thing. I thought we literally invented it, but we didn't. If you put more hype... Wait, I just lost that. If you put more hype into the Batman 1 streams, they could have reached it. What do you mean by more hype? I'm curious. The disappointment in your voice when you realized? Yeah, I thought Mog was our thing, and it was such an addictive thing to say. But it wasn't ours. It was an internet phenomena just building. You stopped cold turkey saying it when it wasn't special? Yeah, because as soon as it wasn't special, it wasn't as addictive, you know? I'm gonna drink this Mog real... It just felt amazing. It felt warm and cozy, you know? I feel like the Lego Batman 300% could be big as well, since we got the first two. Oh yeah, that'll be really fun. I will do Lego Batman 3 100% at some point. Is Plid our thing? Yeah, that sort of Plid and Plong, unfortunately, has been... Like, the bastardization of the English language is... I didn't do it on stream as much back in the day. I don't know what that was. I think I was just not as comfortable on stream, but that's just been some dumb thing that I've done forever. I mean, that's what like, all of this is just bastardizations of the English language, but Plid and Plob and stuff like that it's been a fixture in my life for a long time. I'm still streaming. I have to go. This is bad. How long have we been going? An hour and a half isn't too bad. Plimble, you gotta be careful with that, dude. You gotta be careful with that. You're trying to get yourself shot. Come on. A wizard will spawn and take your life away for saying something like Plimble too many times. Okay, look, if you're gonna start hitting the schmickle on stream, I'm gonna have to leave. I won't stand for that. That's just offensive for offensive's sake. Gimbly? Actually, no. Glinky was one of the first, I think. Phantom Tax Return. Nah, Glinky was one of the first slip-ups I had, I think. When I shot his Glinky off. If you know, you know. Yeah, I definitely used to, that was a slip-up. I definitely shot some Glinkies off in my time. Smiling Friends chat. Is Smiling Friends good? I haven't watched that yet. Yeah, we've basically just evolved into referential humor about ourselves, which is just the most egotistical thing you can possibly do. I love that. I love that for us. That's good stuff. Smiling Friends is Kino. How long before people hate Smiling Friends because it's popular? How much longer do we have? Because Rick and Morty started getting hate while it was still good, in my opinion. It just got too popular. Already? How long before we get Twitter threads? Smiling Friends, anybody who thinks this is funny is a degenerate. Here's a thread. My elbows are on fire, dude. Like a week? You reckon we got a week left? We're reminiscing on the good old days, but they were literally 4 months ago. And you know what? As far as I'm concerned, they're literally right now as well. Since we're feeling so nostalgic today, I just feel like there really is no greater time than right now to end off on one of these. I appreciate you all. I'm going to get going. Thank you very much. This has been a lovely stream. Really bringing it back home after doing 100% Lego Batman 2. Feels like a good... We're almost debriefing before we start, you know, getting back out there, you know? Yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you for the bits, for the subs, for the support in general. Thanks for sticking around as long as you have. I'll be back tomorrow. Why so serious? Oh god, that part is hard as hell. Hang on. I'm going back. I'm going back for the drop. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure if we'll start Undercover tomorrow. Probably just do Dark Souls 2 tomorrow since it's been a while, but we'll be here. Alright, cheers everybody. See you later. Goodbye. Why so serious? I love this part so much. Ready?
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you guys want to see my process
I